What's up, everybody? Welcome to Octopath Traveler, the game where you travel across a path of octopus.
That's not what happens, though.
I don't know. I've been playing, and it seems like a lot of what it is.
I've been missing all the octopi?
Yep, all of them.
Really?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Imagine, like, they actually were.
Right? That'd be fucking stupid.
That'd be a little
That'd
wild.
be a really dumb game. This is a game where you're 8 different heroes, or 8 different... I don't even want to call them heroes. They're just people.
They are just people.
You're just
They're like
people.
a dancer, a dude.
Yeah, and they all got like their own individual things that are going on. And, well, your job is to connect their stories, I suppose. Although I read in some reviews that the stories don't connect. Although I'm in the beginning of the game and I can already see them where they would connect, you know what I mean?
Well, when you meet them and you kind of, connect the stories that way. I mean, the first hero kind of brings everyone together. Well, kind of.
Yeah, and like as you play through the game, like as you get to different parts, what is it? You press the plus button, and you'll see like dialogue between the people you have in your party.
Oh, cool.
Now the weird thing is in the cutscenes and stuff. I guess they couldn't prepare for like if you had people, if you didn't have people, So like
You're saying in your 4-person party?
yeah, so like in cutscenes in each individual story, there's not much
Change?
No, in fact, there's none. You only see the person when you're playing their chapter.
Okay.
So, and I don't know if that changes, because apparently after Chapter 3, you need to have everybody. So I'm assuming that's because they're going to have people talk to each other.
That would be nice. I do like especially when you in these group games like this, when they have kind of a personal feel to the cutscenes, like what you're choosing to do matters, kind of thing.
Yeah, it would be really bizarre if like they never acknowledged each other outside of these like little dialogue options. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. When we took a look at the demo, I mean, this is dramatically different. We're X hours into the game now. What do you think?
16 hours, I think. Yeah.
And it's just it's so amazing how quickly the game kind of got the ball rolling. Through that demo, you already started feeling, but also the grind is there.
Oh yeah, it's actually a really big grind too. In fact, more than I thought it would be. Like I thought, because now you have to complete everybody's chapters to beat the game, right? But people don't level outside of your party.
Rough.
So now, in order to get the full game complete, you're gonna have to just grind out everybody. And right now, I have people that are still like level 8. Do
you really?
Yeah, and like the rest of my team is like level 24. So my idea was that I'm just gonna beat all the people I keep in my party stories up to chapter 2, and then one at a time take people so everyone's over leveled for those other parts. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's not as much of a
challenge.
Yeah, as big of a pain in the ass as I feel it's going to be. It's still going to be a giant pain in the ass because I'm going to have one severely underleveled person in my party the entire game, pretty much, and that sucks. But
well, I did notice that when you're bringing on someone that's low level and you get 90 experience points, they'll level up quickly.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like the grind from 1 to 20.
Nah, and like I don't know. It's more grinding than I thought the game was going to have, but I guess it was really trying to capture that like classic JRPG 16-bit feel where it's like that was what you did.
And you need to.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It's not the end of the world because the game is fun. The combat system's fun, where you... So... To just briefly explain the combat system, you get your 4 people, they have individual weapons, and each of the people you see underneath their names has weaknesses that you find as you fight them, you don't know them in the beginning, and then, like, you do that.
I do like that, the question mark thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool that you can unlock their weaknesses.
If you have the professor in your squad, he finds one of the weaknesses every time you find these enemies.
Oh, cool.
So, there's that, but I don't keep the professor in my party because he was boring.
I mean... You say he's boring, but I kind of like those kind of black sheep characters,
Yeah, they definitely got their little things. He's like a good caster, I guess. That's his thing. And each of the 8 people, there's 4 different abilities with how you can interact with people in the world. And
Oh yeah, that's fun too.
so there's 2 versions of that one ability, and so now it's all about mixing and matching. I wish I had mixed and matched better, but wasn't aware there were 2 of the same. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
So
okay. So
the merchant buys things from people, the thief steals things from people.
Gotcha.
Both the professor and the apothecary can talk to people and gain insight into like what's going on with them. And then what's the other one?
Provoke?
Provoke is both the hunter and the warrior, you know.
Oh, that's right.
So, you know, it's interesting. I
have a
thought
shitload of money.
they were all going to be different, you know. I thought there was going to be 8 different like little ways to interact with people. And so I would have changed the way I handled building my party. I would have had 1 of each.
Because you can kind of cover the gamut.
But now I'm fucking way too far in to like even think about turning around and re-grinding out something. That would have added like fucking 5 extra hours of just grinding out a character.
Now, is it really that much? Because I saw you got 90 experience. And, I mean, 1 to 5, you know, it's not...
Oh, the slowdown. The slowdown is real.
Is it really?
Yeah. I mean, like... I'm not quite at 1,000 experience per person, but I'm... almost.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's just about like at like level 24. I'm assuming it's gonna turn to like 1,000 experience.
Because it's not even like you're getting 90 per enemy here.
No,
you get
no,
90
no.
for that
just
whole
get
battle.
90 for whoever the fuck you just fought. But you know,
I do love the enemy character models.
Oh yeah, no, they're creative as hell. I always like that they're like much bigger than you.
Right?
Yeah, it's I don't know.
And the bosses are gigantic.
Yeah, the enemy design in this is awesome. The whole design in general is awesome. You know?
Beautiful. I mean, the environment too. It's gorgeous, and I do love that. You know, the 16-bit look, but with modern consoles.
Yeah,
so everything
yeah.
is a polished 16-bit.
Yeah, it's really polished. Then there's like 3D added to the background.
Yeah, it's
I forget
cool.
what they called this, like 2D 3D or something.
Yeah,
like the
I think it was-
3D or something silly. I forget.
It's in between the 2.
Yeah, I forget what they had named it exactly, but you know, they were creative about it. And I remember when they first showed off this game, and I wasn't terribly impressed. But then as I saw more and more, and I was like, I saw the type of game it was. I was like, definitely super interested in what was going on there.
And I can't even say how much I love this story enough.
Yeah,
Every character story pulls me. I mean, I pulled into the apothecary, and I'm thinking, you know, it was gonna be lame. It was
Right.
just some dude
it's just the dude who makes medicine.
for his town. It's not like an apothecary like I'm thinking about. You know, it's just he's making cold medicine.
You're right.
And then all of a sudden, shit just goes off the rails, and you're on
Girl,
some.
she's bit by a viper.
Yeah, you're on some epic adventure.
Well, and then it's like his doesn't become the most epic because then he's just like, I'm just gonna travel the world and see what the fuck's going on. And some of these people have actual like real fucking jobs to do out there, you know, where the merchant and the apothecary are both just like, I'm gonna go on adventures.
But like, isn't that awesome?
Yeah, no, that's cool.
I dig it. I
It's
want to
just
go on
like-
an adventure. Let's go on an adventure, Gigs.
Like the huntress is like, oh shit, I gotta find my master, and like
The warriors.
yeah, the warriors
you know,
like, I got
heavy shit.
Yeah, I gotta fucking find the dude that killed my king, and then like the thief is like, oh shit, I got this bangle on my arm because I tried to rob the wrong motherfucker, and now I gotta fucking solve that problem. And, you know, everyone's got their own problems, but then there's the ones that have like no problems, and it's like, god
just
damn.
tagging along.
Like, you know what? I'm just here for the ride. I'm just here to help out a little bit. You know, it is what it is.
Hey, good on them because it helps.
Well, yeah, no, I
and
can
you
definitely
need to
use their help.
save.
Oh, yes,
Constantly.
There's save points everywhere.
There
in this
are.
Game. They're
Isn't there?
very generous with their save points. you know?
I'm happy about that because there's nothing. Well, you know what? The Switch you could just kind of turn off and go to sleep and then come back wherever you are. But there's nothing worse than you have to go do something in the real world and you just can't find a save point. You know?
Yeah, I
That's
hate that
torturous.
shit.
It really is.
And so right now, I never explained where I'm at in the story. This is chapter 2 of the Merchant's Tale, where, you know, and there's a real ramp up in difficulty from chapter 1 to chapter 2. And I'm assuming it's going to get even bigger going into chapter 3, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's a drastic level increase. Because what I saw chapter 1 recommended was 9, and then chapter 2 was recommended 22. And I was like,
What?
oh boy, this game is a fucking grind.
boy.
Oh man, this game is a grind, isn't it? Because it's assuming you're going to all 8 people's chapters before you go into the next one.
That's how I'm playing, but you don't have to play that way.
No.
But I think if I remember correctly, you have to collect them all, get all the people before going on to the next chapter.
You have chapter 1 and 2 you can do without all the people.
Okay,
Chapter
all right.
3 is where you start getting into needing everybody.
The world is cool too. Traveling around and finding them.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, at some point you're just gonna start fast traveling places because
yeah, that usually happens
yeah,
in RPGs though. I mean,
because
if they're generous.
You can fast travel to any major city you've been to, like, on the fly.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. But although I may not do that actually, you know what? Never mind. I was going to say for grinding purposes, but little enemies in the in-between become so
Not worth
inconsequential.
it. But there are a lot of secrets and shit that I've found that I'm not ready for in, like, the desert area.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So,
I mean, what do you mean you're not ready for? Like, you can't go
recommended levels too high.
Oh, I think those are caves that you go into for story purposes. I'm not too sure, though. They could just be special caves.
Because that's what I
saw those and I just assumed they were for story purposes later on.
I was kind of holding on hope that they were, secret dungeon crawling spots.
They very well could be. And I'd be very impressed if that was the case.
That would be sweet.
Because, like, I didn't expect that from this game. I just expected story the entire time.
And I love it.
I
really am digging this game. You mentioned that you weren't really into it at first, and I was really into it when I first saw it, and then I saw some of the gameplay. I was like, oh, all right, maybe I'm not gonna pour hours into this. And then I saw more gameplay and more gameplay and more gameplay, and then was hearing about the story in bits and pieces. And then the demo came out that let you play 3 hours and then save all your progress, and that sold me. When I dumped 2 hours and 55 minutes into that demo, there was no turning back. I was committed, and I loved it.
Yeah, no, because this is a fucking excellent game. And
that's
they really
a cool thing.
it.
I want more demos to do that.
Oh, yeah. Transfer your progress over after.
Yeah.
That's how you hook them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Got me.
It's foolproof. Because, like, if someone really enjoyed it and they're really invested, you're not just going to throw away that progress.
No
I'm not
way.
getting the game, That's just...
And you know what you're doing right now counts. It's not just, like, wasted hours that are getting thrown away.
Because that's how I always felt about multiplayer betas for, like, major games and stuff like that. That it's just like, well, I'm doing this now, but then I'm just going to have to redo it all the next time I turn on the game or when I get the real game, and it didn't feel so good. Doesn't feel so good.
It doesn't.
But I do appreciate multiplayer game betas that let me carry over level or whatever I do.
What I'm seeing here is you fought a bunch of different enemies in the different places of this mansion, right?
Yeah.
All the backgrounds are the same.
Yeah, that's the thing. The background to where you fight is always the same in the area that you're in.
Is it?
Yeah, that doesn't really change too much.
All right.
Because, goddamn, why'd you...
Whoa, wow.
Should have used...
Jeez.
Should have used sweep. It would have done that damage to every one of them. See, that's the thing. The Huntress is, like, the best fighter, in my opinion, because she has that...
Big old cat.
You can capture monsters, like any monster, and then...
So you can capture one of these pups?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll try to do it.
Yeah.
If I don't murder them first. Because I may murder them first, but...
Shit happens, Gigs.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you're going to bump into another one soon.
Wait, why'd I flee? I clicked the wrong button, didn't ask, are you sure?
Ooh.
Slipped and fell. What's all that nonsense?
If you needed to flee, you would have been fucked.
Yeah, god damn it. What the fuck? I didn't mean to. Anyway, fucking Tempest Falcon died. God damn it, Tempest Falcon.
It's
done. Okay, let's see if I can, Yeah, look at that. Tempest Falcon, I'll fucking capture you. You're all mine now.
I like that little net.
Yeah, look at that. Now I got me a Tempest Falcon.
That's cool. So what do you do with them? Throw them out
Well,
like
so
Pokemon?
now, yeah, kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty much.
Is it kind of like those
so
consumable?
I opened, yep, and now I got like a bunch of consumables, and these are all the...
Gotcha.
I got a Shaggy Meep.
I like that
What
one.
if I throw a Shaggy Meep at him? Yeah, look at that. You just got Shaggy Meeped. And then it comes out and you got a stack. Anyway, that's a very brief look at Octopath Traveler.
The full game.
Yeah, the full version. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button if you enjoyed what you saw. More importantly, everybody, don't forget to check out GigamaxGames.com for all the latest in gaming news and industry updates. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Thanks for stopping by.